And I think on A77 side and as well as out meta side, they do have a wide hero pool. So I would say the hyper choices are not the major priority bans. See, Eve has been banned and Eudora.
Eve banned Eudora. What do you predict that they're gonna be picking? What heroes do you expect?
I expect if they don't ban Lunuts, Lunuts will be a first pick on the blue side. Let's see what the last ban is gonna be. I expect to ban Alice. I feel like Alice is a very problematic hero if you go into
late game.
Late
game has a lot of like going in and going out. I'm surprised they haven't banned the Mathilda yet, because Mathilda just does that early jungle invade. Oh, there you go, that Lunox ban that you were talking about.
Yeah, Mathilda
first pick. I'm assuming that for Team Ohm, it's gonna be a lot of like right out of the ball game aggression, probably jungle invades with that Mathilda pick. What do you think?
Yeah, for sure. With the Mathilda pick, it depends. Mostly you would see Mathilda going mid lane, and going mid lane as a roamer, and I think that has more versatility in the team fights instead of going as mage, because mage still needs a lot of damage. Oh, we see Ling getting picked and Esmeralda.
Immediately picking the Ling. That's interesting. I'm really curious to see what out meta is gonna be picking.
But I feel like with Mathilda, Ling is not a problem if Mathilda decides to go mid lane. Or
Oh, that's interesting.
I haven't seen that during this patch. But Chang'e definitely. So I guess we're doing Chang'e side lane, looking at the draft on out meta side.
Chang'e's definitely a good pick, but their team looks kind of squishy right now so far.
Yeah, but if you consider the heal that Rafaela brings, as well as Mathilda's second skill, that is still a lot.
And Rafaela counters Esmeralda, right?
Not necessarily. I wouldn't say it counters Esmeralda. I feel like Esmeralda counters Chang'e with her shield.
Your team
that is quite true.
Yeah, and especially since they banned Lunox on Team A77 side, it's really hard to go against Esme, looking at Almeta's comp right now.
What do you predict the next upcoming bans are gonna be?
I predict not necessarily a Basha ban, but maybe a Roger ban, because Almeta still needs their core right now. I predict they will ban
Hayabusa. I'm surprised by that ban.
Yeah. Oh, Lilia.
Lilia.
Good here, yeah. Lilia is good against a pick like Mathilda.
Oh, does she really? Is she really? I actually didn't know that.
Because for the early game, Lilia third skill, it's hard for Mathilda to burst down a Lilia. So I would say Lilia is a good pick against meta picks like Eve, Mathilda, even Lunuts.
Who do you think is gonna be the fighter pick on this side?
I think Petito, Alice are still open. Lapu maybe, but
Petito would be a great pick.
Yeah. I would think that A77 will lock in Alice. I see Merciless play Alice a lot. Oh, a Farsa ban.
Farsa?
I think they will pick something like Kagura. Kagura seems like the only viable mage right now.
I think I heard Kagura got a recent buff lately. Is that true?
I'm not sure actually. I just heard that Eudora got a nerf, but it's still very strong.
It's still a nightmare for assassins. And now seeing the Ling pick, it makes sense why they banned the Eudora.
Let's see. I don't think they will pick something like Selena. Oh, Kagura.
Oh, Kagura. Your predictions are on point. Brody. I'm surprised to be seeing a Brody.
Yeah, but I know that Easy Peasy plays Brody a lot.
Uranus is kind of interesting against Esmeralda with the shield. They got two shield heroes on this side against Esmeralda.
Yeah.
How is that fair?
Yeah, but if you see on Almeta's side, they don't have any CC. So that might be a problem on their side, but they have a lot of heal. And
a lot of
they
sustain.
So the game can really go both ways. I actually prefer A77's draft a little bit better.
Same, I'd have to agree with you.
Yeah. But they have a little bit too much of the mage on A77 side. I know that Merciless is really good on the Alice, so yeah. Let's see how it goes.
I like the Jawhead pick on the A77 side.
Yeah,
to be
for
honest.
sure. Jawhead is one of the most annoying tanks that I have to go against.
He could just throw you out from under your tower. He could throw his teammates away out of danger. It's just very good for great engages.
Oh, we see a United States number 5 Rafaela.
So we got Changi, Mathilda, Rafaela, Uranus, Brody pick on the red team.
On the blue
And on the blue team, we got the Esmeralda, Alice, Kagura, Jawhead, Ling. Both very, very strong team compositions. I'm very interested to see how this fares out.
Yep, let's put our expectations and see how both teams carry the game out.
Join us as we enter the Land of Dawn.
So let's see, the camera is focusing on Chang'e going bot lane. Yeah, Matilda and Rafaela is really strong early game. I've tried that in rank and in solo queue actually, and it works out really well. If you bully your early game advantage and really go for the enemy core.
I think it's smart Ling's going for his red buff first because he already knows that they're probably waiting there trying to invade his blue buff.
Yeah, but it's smart that they picked the Jawhead because it's hard to invade against a Jawhead.
That's absolutely correct. And also Jawhead can also counter invade them, right?
Yeah, for sure. But looks like Jawhead right now is just trying to help Ling out with his blue buff.
So that he can just
very good decision right now. Yeah.
It seems both sides are just playing it pretty safe right now, each farming their own respective jungles.
Yep. And if you look at the comp on out meta side, they have an early game advantage because both Kagura, Ling, Alice, Esme even needs some items for their power spike to hit. So if out meta, their win condition should be prioritizing early. Oh, that Jawhead throw.
Jawhead throw. Changi's trying to get. She gets away. Ling trying to go in for the kill. First blood goes to A77 with that Ling. Let's easy peasy tries to do something. Does a great effort, but Ling just gets away. He is so fast and slick. Ling, that hero, he's just able to go in and out. Great first blood for the red team.
Yeah, for sure. They have gotten the first blood, and Chang'e is a little bit behind. If you see Alice going against the Chang'e actually should win early.
Ling diving in, trying to do some good damage on the Uranus right now.
And looks like the red team is setting up for the turtle, while the blue side, Brody still needs to get his red buff. So I expect the first turtle to go to A77 with no problem actually.
It seems like on the out meta side, they're kind of farly spaced apart, and like for A77, they're moving more as a unit. The zoning is really good.
Yeah, A77's synergy is really great, and the rotation is one of the key starting points for their team. Yeah, the rotation is just definitely on point.
Right now, I see them trying to invade. Jawhead throws easy peasy back. Does Jawhead goes in for the kill. He gets the kill, but he also loses his life. Right here, we're gonna have a great battle coming out. Ling diving in. He ults. He gets. Esmeralda, they get that Mathilda. That wasn't a very worthwhile trade for out meta.
Definitely not. That was actually a 2-for-0 trade, I think. So the Brody went a little bit overextended onto Ling's blue buff, and his team, you can see that Esme rotated all the way from top lane to help out Ling on his buff while Uranus is still farming. So you can see the reaction time is a little bit different between the two teams. I'd say that Brody needs to farm just for now. I mean, they have an early game advantage, but it just looks like A77 is rotating better. We can see the bot lane, a fight is going on, and Ling is going in towards...
Jason and Rafaela gets that kill on the Rafaela. I think that A77 is very far ahead right now. They have secured the first turtle. Ling was able to get some nice kills and get pretty fed. Those are some really great engages to start off the match.
Yeah, for sure. They have catapulted themselves into a decisive advantage right now over 2K goalie when A77 actually has a late game comp.
Blue to be going for that Kagura. They really want this kill. Uranus gets the kill on the Kagura, but will it be worth it? Right now, Esmeralda jumping in, tower diving. Matt Hilda gets the kill on Jawhead. That makes up some kills on the blue team. The gold difference is kind of catching up right now.
Yeah, it is. That was a 2 for 0 trade. So if you see the objective wise, A77 is definitely ahead, but kills wise, Outmeta is catching up. And this turtle might be a next team fight that's gonna turn the tide of the game. So let's see. The team looks like they're getting a turtle.
Right now, blue team has gotten the turtle. That's one turtle on each side for both teams. I think right now, I would like to know your thoughts on it right now, Liz.
Yeah, right now if you can see that Ling really needs his blue buff. So every time before a team fight,
something's happening. Jawhead trying to go in, start and engage. Ling diving right in with the ultimate. He ults. They get Raphaela and they get Matt Hilda. A77 they're dominating. They are just dominating. They're crushing this. Jawhead going in, throwing that Uranus back. They're able to take the tower and they take down 3 people on an out-meta team. They are going aggressive. Pedal to the metal. This is a great team fight.
Yeah, if you can see, the Alice and Ling combination is just unstoppable on A77 side. Alice going in and then Ling ulti, and it's basically a wipeout for Outmeta.
How much do you think this is going to impact them? Do you think they're going to be able to come back from this?
It looks like a pretty one-sided game at this point.
6 minutes in and they are dominating the competition.
Yeah, for sure. A77 found a lot of opportunities to go with multi-man engages, and they're making their win condition sing, basically. Their win condition is getting to late game, and they've achieved that a lot earlier.
So focused.
It's a pretty one-sided game at this point.
I think so focused, like how you mentioned before. Great rotation. Great teamwork, moving as a unit, know what they're trying to do, their priorities. Right now, they're going in for another kill, but Brody gets that kill on the Alice. Jawhead gets that kill on the Raphaela. And that... I don't really think that was worth the deaths on the blue team because they're already kind of behind. I'm thinking they should have just tried to defend at that point. What do you think?
Yeah, they should really start to defend and try to get some items in. So you can see Brody has only a Bloodless Axe build, while as for Ling, he already has 2 of his core items, and then Alice especially has his main core items right now. So you can see their damage is spiking up, and on the blue side, Chang'e only has one item. So that they really need to
going into this team fight. Kagura goes down. Oh wait, no, that's not Kagura, that's Raphaela. Sorry, Raphaela goes down. Ling kills Brody. They really gotta shut down this Ling. This Ling looks like he's just gonna massacre the enemy teams. They need to shut this Ling down. I think that their focus needs to be.
Team A77 has a sizable goalie at this point of the game, and looking at the draft-wise, like I said before the game, Team Outmeta is lacking a lot on the CC side, so it's really hard to catch the lane. With whether it's Ling or Fanny, the team really needs some sort of CC to lock the lane down. Otherwise, it's really difficult for them to shut down the lane.
They look like they're just unable. Nowhere is safe. They can't hide under the tower. They can't hide in their base. They can't go in their jungle. A77 really putting on the pressure here, bullying them. Jawhead going right in, trying to throw that Uranus out of the base, and he's able to do it, but he pays for it with his life.
Yeah, that was a little bit greedy. You can see that they have really no fear. this game at this moment.
Esmeralda jumping right back in. Ling trying to dive in, trying to get a kill here. Still trying to kill that Uranus. Uranus, he doesn't get away. They get the kill on the Brody. The Hyper is down on the blue side. This looks like it's tough to come back from.
Yeah, it will take a miracle for them to come back from. Now is almost a 5,000 gold deficit for Team Elmeta, and they really need to build in some anti-heal items. You can see that no one on Team Elmeta has a complete anti-heal item, and on Team A77 they have 2 heroes that have crazy amount of heal, and it's very difficult to shut down even the Esme and Alice, especially if they group together and dive in. So they should stop the team fights right now. If you can tell, like, there has been so many team fights going on, and Elmeta is just not winning any of them.
Great
So
focus
they really need to focus on it.
on the Brody. They keep taking down the Hyper on the blue team. Would you have to agree, Liz?
Yeah, for sure. It's very easy for Ling to kill a Brody at this point, especially because there is really no CC. So drafting wise, I'd say Team Elmeta didn't draft as good as
A77 securing that first Lord. No contest from the blue team because they can't. It seems like they cannot do anything to stop them. They cannot even contest that Lord right now.
Yeah, if you can tell, the synergy is so great on Team A77 side. They're camping together, moving together as a team.
I was concerned about the picks, even during the picking stages for Almeta.
Yeah, but it does work. Like, especially for last patch, the Uranus and Rafaela picks are prioritized. But this patch, I'd say Rafaela is not as meta as before. But it's pretty easy to take down this Lord.
Middle inhibitor looks like it's going down. If the blue team tries to contest this, I think they are gonna suffer. And Alice takes down the Rafaela like no problem. Link going in with the ultimate. Kagura gets the kill on the Brody, the Hyper. The Hyper goes down again on the blue team. Do you think this is gonna be the end of the game? The first win.
This is definitely gonna be the end of the game.
And there you have it. The first winners for your first match. A77 squad. Great effort from both teams. What an incredible fight. Incredible match.
Congratulations for the victory on A77 winning the first game. But remember, this is the best out of 3, so there's still 2 games for Elmeta to come back. And they should consider the draft a little bit better, I'd say, going into the next game. But I'm still very excited. This games can still go both ways.
Off the bat, strong performance from both teams. Both very good effort. But I gotta say, A77 blew it out of the water. My expectations in them, completely valid. Beyond my expectations. Great.
You can see the Alice pick and the Ling pick worked out really great with each other. There's just too much dive for Elmeta to come back.
And following up one after another on each other's ults and abilities, it just was beautiful.